It's one of the great waterways of the world. It runs all the way to New Orleans, forming really the spine of the continent. There's about 10 million people that live on or immediately adjacent to the Mississippi. For years, we've ignored it. We've turned our back on it. Now these communities are seeing the river as an amenity. They're seeing it as an important part of the quality of life. And really, for communities that live along it, the river's why they're here. The 21st century river cities are really going to use the river as an amenity, as an asset, as something to make their citizens' lives better. We're finding ways to help people figure out how to do that. The River Life program is an effort on the part of the university to provide connections with its research, its teaching, and its civic engagement programs to the hundreds of organizations up and down the Mississippi River that are reconnecting their communities to the river. These are people who are involved in green building, people who are involved in land preservation. What we do with those folks is help them find ways to get their word out more broadly. And really now with the web, we're actually aiming to reach around the world with these. There are people who are doing things on the Rhine or on the Ganges that we can learn about here as pollution becomes, for example, a bigger issue here in the upper Midwest.
The University of Minnesota has such a good connection to the river already. It's the only university inside a national park. These are things that are very important in making this a place where we really understand our river. We like to tell the kids when we bring them on the canoe paddles along the river that they're mostly Mississippi River already.
When you turn the tap in the city of Minneapolis or in St. Paul, it's Mississippi River water that comes out.
You're 70% water, so you're 70% Mississippi River.
If people understood that this river is them and they are the river, then really we have gone a long way toward understanding this is something we need to steward, we need to care for, we need to treat as if it is part of us, because in fact it is part of us. We have a website for Telling River Stories, which is about the stories of what makes the river distinctive in this particular place. How people have shaped the river, how the river has shaped us.
It's sometimes easy to forget that we're relative newcomers to this place, and that for maybe as long as 10,000 years there have been people relating to this river and learning their own lessons from this river.
For the Dakota people, the Mississippi River was a source of sustenance, of food. It was a source of transportation, just as it is now. There's many sacred sites where we find out who we are and how we are to be. I grew up not understanding that the metro area was full of Dakota traditional sites, and learning that has given me a sense of wholeness in my life and my work that was lacking.
The story of this place, that's part of our own story. That's part of our autobiography, our collective autobiography. And as we encounter these places and start to figure that story out, that becomes part of you. That becomes part of who you think you are in this world.
We aren't just connected to the river, we are the river, so respect of the river is respect of ourselves.
This river is more than just an asset, it's more than just an amenity, it's part of our home.